The Filter Free Diary. Uh,
Good evening. It's kind of dark. Um, it's 7:46, and gonna talk about the Bible. Are you ready for this? So, you know how mostly in the New Testament, but it might be mentioned in the Old Testament, but I can't quite pick an example in the Old Testament. But you know how there's always talk of like the Son of God and the Son of Man. Do you ever get confused about those and wonder what the fuck are they talking about? What is the Son of God? What is the Son of Man? What are they the same thing? Which one is the thing that they think is holy? you ever like get tripped up over that terminology and just wonder what the fuck they're saying? Yeah, I did a lot. There's a lot of things in the Bible that trip me up that I didn't understand for most of the years that I went to church. Yeah, I don't go to church anymore. So I wasn't impressed. Right? Like, this is going to sound probably arrogant, but it's not arrogant, I promise you. It's, you know, more like self conscious. I was not thinking it was a good use of my time. Take that how you will. But it seemed like I could be investing my time in other things that would be more valuable, more understandable, more true. I'll take that one as you will. Anyways, so I stopped going to church when I was like, I don't know, 12, something like that. And I explored some other religions. Nah, that's not common knowledge. And then closer to my 40s, I decided to visit a church again just to see if they got any better. And they didn't. Still not impressed. Still not impressed. And studied some world religion and was trying to figure out what the fuck is happening on this planet. And came full circle to, where all the religions cross. Started to make sense of it. But what I actually want to talk about is the Son of Man and the Son of God. Because in the New Testament, at least where I can picture them, they're both spelled S-O-N, Son of God and Son of Man. But one of them is actually an S-U-N. Go figure. So let's talk about the S-O-N first, right? Like a son. Like belonging to something. Can you already figure out which one that is? I hope so. So, Son of God. And again, you can keep saying God, but I'm going to say Spirit. The Son of Spirit is the mind. It is the masculine. It is what all of us are. We are all the Son of God. There aren't really daughters of God. There's a mother, but there isn't daughters. We're all sons. We're all, like I said, we're all the minds. And that's S-O-N of God, or S-O-N of spirit, the masculine of spirit, right? That's kind of what we've been talking about for way too long. And so really that only leaves the only other one that there is would be a S-U-N of man. And yeah, man does have a son. It's not himself. It's not the masculine. But there is a son. There is a son that belongs to man, so to speak. In a way. Right? When you think about it. So really, The difference between those two suns, do you know what it is? It's the difference between an O and a U. What's the difference between an O and a U, guys? We talked about this in season 2 when we talked about the vowels. What is the difference between the O and the U? I'm not going to tell you because we already talked about it. That difference seems like such a huge thing. But it's really not. It's really not. It's like a step or two away. Believe it or not. Just a step or two away. The thing is, what you gotta do is you gotta stop turning heaven into hell. You gotta stop doing that. And I'm gonna tell you a thing, and it might hurt a little bit. When I come here, it's because you failed. I have to give you a reset again. And then you get to try an 8th time. And if I have to come here again, you're still not earning your U. You need to earn that U. You need to move ahead. But not for nothing, the coin flipper's always going to do its job. Have a good evening.